They're not giving us much of a break in this game. The Wizarding weekend will end, and the Baby Beast Brilliant Event Part 1 will begin the very next day. I'm Professor Voqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Let's start with some of the babies that we're going to see during this event. I'll put images up on the screen, but the first one is a baby Niffler. You'll get these, they'll be encounters, they'll be out in the wild, so you'll just see them and return them. It takes 15 fragments to complete the image, though, for this. So you will need to get 15 of them. The baby Norwegian Ridgeback, you can see. Also from encounters, and that same as the baby Niffler, you're going to need 15 fragments to get that image in your registry, on the registry page for this brilliant event. The next one is a baby Niffler cage, so not the baby Niffler, but the cage. That's actually going to come from the port keys, the event port keys. They're 1.5 kilometers like normal, and they look like brilliant ones. And actually, if you saw yesterday's video, I emptied all my port keys out. That's be my, I guess, first advice for this event. Try to empty your port keys as much as possible, and I'm not going to pick up any so that I can pick up, I'm going to fill up with 10, and then I'll just start unlocking them throughout the event. As usual, though, you do not have to unlock it during the event period. As long as you get them during the event period, when you do unlock them, you'll get that baby Niffler cage. It takes 5, so if I get 10 port keys, I should get that image twice over, but you only need it once. The next one is the baby Krupp. Everyone's posting this because it's such an adorable little dog with 2 tails. But anyway, you only need 1 fragment, and you'll get it from an event task, which we're going to go over in a little bit. Then there's the baby Gnarl, and you can see that here. That also 1 fragment, and also event task. So you'll do a task and get it. You're not going to encounter these in the wild. And then the last one that I want to talk about is the baby Augury. And baby Augury, you need 3 of them, and you get it using the brilliant Baby Beast Part 1, or Brilliant Baby Beast runestones. I don't think they're not associated with Part 1 or 2. It's just Brilliant Baby Beast runestones. And so you'll need to use them in fortresses to have an opportunity to get fragments, and you need 3 of them. The drop rate tends to be higher. It's not 100% in most of these events. I've never seen it be at 100%, but it's usually pretty high. You don't have to run like 40 fortresses to get 3 fragments. Moving on, let's get to the tasks, because that really is the bulk of the event, is doing those tasks and trying to get those rewards. By the way, all the images I'm using are from Orange Wizard 2019, so thank you to Orange Wizard 2019 for putting these together. Always is awesome for each event to have these images. So, first set of tasks out of 4 sets of tasks. Collect 2 ingredients or portmanteaus. I have already cleared out my port keys, as I talked about, and so for that, I'm just going to pick up those. But you could just pick up 2 ingredients. So if you don't have vault space, go in there and just dump 2 ingredients or a couple ingredients, and then just go pick up ingredients. So that should certainly be easy. You get 1 powdered dragon claw for that. So not super exciting, but it is a thing. The second part, brew tonic for trace detection 1 time. Again, you could kind of set this up in advance if you want to, but it doesn't take too long, so not as big a deal. You get 2 leaping toadstool for that, which is fantastic because you need 2 for each Barufios, and it's kind of the harder ingredient to get usually, for me especially. So when I get those 2, I already have the other ingredients. I'll be able to brew a Barufios right away. Return 7 brilliant baby Norwegian Ridgebacks. We talked about that. It will be an event foundable, and they'll be out and about in the wild. Probably pretty common. So again, getting 7 of them shouldn't be an issue. You get an Extimula potion for that. Moving on, the second set of tasks out of 4. Return 7 Care of Magical Creatures foundables. So it's not meaning the brilliant event ones. It's meaning the specific on that registry page, the Care of Magical Creatures. Again, these should be spawning okay. You don't have to get specific ones. So you just need 7. So they'll be out there. Shouldn't be an issue again. This next one, brew 3 potions. You probably just want to prep for that. Maybe have enough for healing potions or extimula potions, some of the shorter ones, so that you can maybe have them queued up and ready to go, or save those ingredients instead of brewing now. just save and don't brew until this event starts and until you get to that particular task. Which I think the first task, if you have that tonic for trace detection ready, you should move to task 2 pretty quickly. So you shouldn't have to wait too long. And then the last one is collect, and you get a tonic for trace detection for doing that. Last part of task 2 is collect 15 fragments, and then in parentheses it says any. You can literally collect any fragments, which means just catch anything. So again, you're playing the game, you're going to get this. Silver key for that, fantastic, because then you can put it in those portmanteaus to get the baby niffler cage. Moving on to task 3 out of 4, or tasks 3 out of 4. Use Barufio's brain elixir 1 time. Again, those toadstools from the previous step might be helpful here. So make a Barufio's, or if you already have them, just use one. You get 6 Baneberry for that. Use tonic for trace detection 2 times. If you've saved the one you received from the second set, and you brewed one in the first step, if you have those 2, use them now. So if you don't have any, you could save those 2 and use them now. Use it 2 times, and you get an Extimulo potion. And then return 10 brilliant baby niffler. And again, they spawn in the wild. You should have probably caught a bunch already, and you just need to return 10 more, and you get a silver key for that. So awesome again. Baby beasts 4 of 4 on the tasks. Earn 300 Care of Magical Creatures Family XP. Now, the last event that had a similar setup with Brilliance and then Ministry of Magic foundables at the same time, they had us do 600, and people definitely struggled with that. Especially my friends that like to play this casually. They play it when they're walking their dog, or they open it up maybe when they have some free time in a line, or waiting in their car to do something, not while driving. But those type of people, they actually got to about 300, but they couldn't get to the 600. So I'm curious if Portkey Games, Warner Brothers, if they were listening and decided to adjust this stat back to 300 to make it more accessible when those foundables share space with the Brilliant foundables. Who knows? I'm glad they did it, though. I think that's probably a good change for a lot of people. Even if for people like me that play this game all the time, it's going to be easier. I would rather have it be more accessible to more people. More people playing this game is a good thing for all of us. But you get a spell book for that. Not a restricted section book, but a spell book. Next one, place 3 images on the Brilliant event page. We've not had this before. This is a new one. So, I hope you've been watching this video up till now and not done anything. Place 3 images. You will have caught a ton of stuff prior to this, leading up to this set of 4 tasks. Save 3 images. Get 3 images, maybe the baby niffler and maybe the baby Norwegian ridgeback. If you're worried about it, just collect a bunch of those, but don't place the image yet. Because returning them, you're still going to get credit. You don't have to place the image. And then a 3rd image from the Brilliant event, just save any of it, whether it's from the port keys, if you end up getting 5 port keys and doing that, whatever it needs to be, just save 3 images right there if you can. You might only have 2. It might be the Brilliant baby Norwegian ridgeback and the baby niffler, and you can place those 2 immediately and then just start catching them again, and whichever one you get first, place that image, and that'll be your 3rd. Because this will take longer, but it's certainly not impossible. Brilliant foundables will be appearing. And the last thing on the regular set of tasks is return 7 high threat foundables or better. It doesn't say from this event. It doesn't say from Care of Magical Creatures. So I'm guessing it means it can be anything. So again, it'll take a little longer because you'd have to find high threat foundables. The easiest way to do that, if you have dark detectors and you're near an inn, is if you throw 2 or 3 dark detectors on an inn, it's going to produce higher threat foundables. In which case, there you go. And 7, you should get 7 over the course of the Dark Detector's duration. So that is the way to do it. You get a spell book for that as well. So if you do that set of tasks, you're going to get 3 spell books. But, as with the previous events, you're not done. If you do all that, then it opens up the bonus tasks. So let's go over to the bonus tasks. For the bonus tasks, which if you've done some events recently, it's no real surprise, very similar to everything we've done, whether you like some of the tasks or not. The first one is to earn 10,000 Wizarding XP. If you used that Brufios in the previous step, unfortunately, you have to earn this now, so you might want to use another one, but 10,000 over the course of the event, if you're playing a bunch, isn't too bad. Again, my more casual friends, this was never a huge hurdle. It was more the family experience. They would have been able to potentially do this. I would say you have to open the game maybe a little bit more to do it, or use Brufios. You get a spell book for that. Return 45 brilliant foundables. You've probably done that already up to this point, but this would require you to do it again. So they're going to be everywhere. Again, just if you're opening the game, you can easily probably open the game, catch 5, do that 9 times over the course of this, and there you go. You got 45 brilliant foundables. The next one is the one that I know it's still there, and people definitely have mixed feelings on this one. Win in your highest unlocked chamber. You do have to win in your highest chamber, 1 spellbook for that. The next thing, return 15 Care of Magical Creatures foundables. They will be spawning alongside the Brilliant foundables, so there won't be as many, but it is only 15. I'm sure there's an increased rate. Tonic for Trace Detection might bring out more of them also. So 15, again, shouldn't be huge. You get a Dawdle Draft for that. And the last task, defeat 30 foes in Wizarding challenges. So you have to go win in your highest unlocked chamber, but that might only take you 1 run through, and you're not going to defeat 30 guys. So I would, for this, run the lower ones. Run the lower, you can run the ruins by yourself and either usually have 2 or 3, depending on which ruins you're doing, and just use up runestones. And while you're doing it, use the brilliant event runestones that you've probably been earning from ranking up that page, or just sometimes from returning foundables, they'll give them to you. And you'll get up to 30 foes. That would be about 15. I know the energy would be a little bit higher, but that's why you do the lower chambers, because the energy requirement is so much lower. Let's go to the bonus rewards you get. You're going to get 2,000 experience, 100 brilliant family experience for that registry page, 1 silver key, 1 new title, brilliant title. You're going to get 5 of the baby Niffler cage. So even if you didn't do any of the port keys and unlock 5 of them to get fragments from each of them, if you didn't do that but made it through this, you would get your 5 right here, which would let you place that image on the page to finish the event. If you've already done it, it's just more fragments, and you get to place that image again and get that experience and that type of thing. But they give you 5 here anyway. And then the last thing is 30 energy, which you probably just used on some of those wizarding challenges. I said it does eat up energy. Well, they're going to give you 30 back, so that's kind of nice. It gives it back to you a little. Reminder, these tasks do not become available until you finish parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you do have to get through the first 4, and then you get to the bonus tasks. As with most events, they do have bundles, gift bundles in the store, so I want to go over those right now. So when the event comes out, there's actually a little bit more this time, but let's go over the complimentary gift first. The complimentary gift, they're going to give you the Baneberry Bulbadox Juice, the Angel's Trumpet, and the Rumpenhorn. Again, this is a tonic for trace detection. They're giving you all the ingredients for a tonic for trace detection. They're also giving you a hermit crab shell, and they're giving you 50 energy to start this event off with. So, hey, if they're giving us free stuff, we certainly can't complain about what they're giving us. It's a free-to-play game, and they're giving you a free gift to get some energy and that type of thing to work. The next thing, and you only get one of those, of course. The next one is the SOS bundle. The SOS bundle, it's 450 coins, and it's 150 spell energy and 5 silver keys. Again, if you have access to energy, by the way, energy, of course, will be spawning on the map, and each one will give you 5 energy during the event, like most events that happens. So it is easier to restock, and so this isn't something I'm going to be buying, but mainly because I don't need the energy. I do have energy spawning around me. I don't even have inns around me, but I have enough energy spawning where I'm playing that I can always replenish. And then the silver keys, I'm just not in that big of a rush. They're giving you 5 so that you can use 5 on 5 port keys, even though you have the gold key, of course. 5 on 5 port keys to get the 5 fragments for that baby Niffler cage. But again, you could use a gold key. They're only 1.5 kilometers. And if you have the sync with your phone, if you're able to do that, you don't even have to have the game on, and you can like walk it, open it up, it'll unlock, and you can just move that gold key down. Next one is the Brilliant Bundle. The Brilliant Bundle is 5 Barufios, good for experience gains, certainly 5 potent Extimulo potions, and 100 energy. 750 coins. Again, the potent Extimulo, there are definitely foundables that are harder to get, and it definitely is easier to use that. But again, it depends on your needs. So this may be something that really does boost for you and help you because of the 5 Rufios, and if you need that energy. And the last bundle, and from the information that I'm getting, this bundle will actually not be available until you unlock the bonus tasks. So if you went to the store and you're not on the bonus tasks of the event, this bundle wouldn't appear for you. And it's called the Bonus Assignment Bundle. How fitting. So it's 10 Tonic for Trace Detection, 10 Barufio's Brain Elixir, 15 Potent Extimulo Potions, and 150 spell energy. I know in the graphic the bottles are in the wrong spots, but it's how I'm saying it. So it's 10 Tonic for Trace Detection, 10 Barufios, and then 15 of the potent Extimulo. It kind of makes sense because it's 10 of the 2 that are going to get you like more spawns and experience, and then 15 of the one that's going to boost for you, the potent Extimulo, and 150 spell energy. But that costs 2,100 coins. I'm not going to be getting it because I don't have 2,100 coins. As well as I can brew these things, and we're going to be brewing these things during the event. But if somebody really wanted the boost for this event and just wanted to be running Barufios, running Tonic for Trace Detection the whole time, and be able to lay down those potents whenever they do the high threat foundables, then yes, you would want this. But 2,100 coins, that's a lot of coins. That's going to conclude my whole guide. I guess if I was going to give you any advice, a couple things to prepare for the event, my best advice is get rid of your port keys, like unlock them and clear them out so that you can pick up port keys, and then you can unlock them later. That's fine. Although there is going to be a part 2 to the event that you're going to need port keys. Keep that in mind. But go ahead and clear it out so you can get those port keys early and start. So that would be my first bit of advice. And then the second bit, you can go back in the video and look at it again, but I'm going to remind you again, you have to place images on step 4, on task 4. So in the first 3, save some images. Not just any images, brilliant images. You have to place 3 brilliant images. So save the baby Niffler and the Norwegian Ridgeback, the baby. Save those images in your registry. Do not place them yet until you get to that task, so that you just have a step on that. I guess one third thing would be brewing those potions is save those ingredients. Don't run out. Save some easy to brew potions so that you can do those quicker during the brew 3 potion step as well. Like I said before, Portkey Games is not giving us much rest in between these events, which I do like that we have always got something to do, but as I have discussed before, I like space in between events because those casual days are a lot of fun for me when you don't have to get anything. You don't have to do anything. Not that you have to do this. It is a video game after all. I hope you're having fun finishing up the Wizarding weekend and prepping for this. Thank you so much for watching. All that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Nox.